did a night class one. Well, I've done lots, but this lady, she just was sitting there. She was an elder lady. I wasn't going to say much. My wife just did an audition for an 80-year-old woman. I mean, I don't even know what the age is thinking of. Never mind. And anyhow, this woman was sitting there with everything locked, right? And she was squeezing and going red, and the clay wasn't going anywhere because one, it was too hard, but she was kind of like not moving, and she was squeezing, and I'm sure she got piles that day. But it was kind of, and you've got to move the clay. You can't lock yourself in. You lock one part in just as a guide, but you have to move your body. I had a friend who used to teach violin at the conservatory, and so she would be doing the master students in violin, and they would come in, these incredibly accomplished violinists, and she would spend the first two, because she'd do 3 hours in a row, like the whole afternoon. She'd just teach the one person, and she would, the first 2 sessions, she said, they never played a note. She said they would just put the violin under their chin and have the bow, and she said they would walk and do exercises. Sit down with the violin there, right? Sit down, stand up, walk around, and she said because you see these people who play and they stand there and they go, right, and they have no soul or no in their music. And she said so the first 2 lessons is to try and break that down. And it's the same with this. You have to move, okay, to move the clay. So back to a ball. Center. Now this time when I go down, I do not open up. So I'm just going to push my thumb down into the middle or your finger, and you don't open up at all, okay? So the movement is that this one is I'll go down and pull it, scoop it out. So it doesn't, you don't go down and go out, just going to go up. And you don't go up in the circle, you go up as a V, okay? So watch. So you go from there, push in and just come up as a V. So if you look at the inside of the pot, it's just like a V. Alright? You just go down, okay? So, and it's like a bowl, really. Like the start of a bowl. So then just press that in and down, and then throwing is you pull it up, following that to a third, and then change the angle and go the other 2/3. And when you've done that, it'll look 50-50.
Take that thing on the inside.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so that's step 2. Step 3, push in, and we go up a third, change direction, roll round your fingers and go back in the third, so 2/3. So you've got out a third, so basically going out, stop, changing, so your fingers roll over each other and come back 2/3. Your nice little profile, the little metal rip.
Yeah.
So that's the basic shaping. Then just check that, take the slime off it, So you've got half the ball down there, and then from there it's that push in and down, push in and down, push down, push in, alright? Come up underneath that. Now the moment you've done that, that bit is thicker than that bit. So you go back down below it and gently throw that again, pulling across into the middle. Then same thing again, press in and down, in and down. Come up underneath, rethrow it because it's thickened up. Press in and down, in and down. Come up underneath because it's thickened up. And then when you get to that nice point, you can just press in and down and it will close itself off. And now that you've got the air trapped in there, you can take your profile
You can throw in cylinders harder than this.
make a perfect cylinder. Yeah, I do. I find cylinders really hard. Okay, so
Wow, that's gorgeous.
and my suggestion is that you use soft clay and throw it as thick as a brick. Alright? Because it's like a new throwing thing. So I'm not after thinness. I'm just after the fact that you can throw a ball out of I need a wire. I don't have any tools. It's terrible. I've got 2 wires now. Okay. So we have a ball.
These are all 1 kilo, isn't it?
1 kilo.
So, would you be mad if our 1 kilo balls end up about half that size after we trim everything off?
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Okay.
What was the homework? 1 kilo ball.
You're going to throw a 1 kilo. Well, I'm using 1 kilo, but you can use 20 kilos if you like, but or 500 grams. It's whatever you're comfortable with. But they just have to be 3 same way.
Okay.
1 kilo is quite comfortable.
And it's a ball, a cylinder, and a cone, eh?
Yeah. So we've done.
An open cone?
No, I'm going to do a cone.
Okay, cool.
Alright? So a cone's easier. Again. Centre. Okay. Open up to the desired. So you have a fair bit of choice whether you do a really small cone or a tall cone. Alright? But it's a kilo. And then same thing as throwing the cylinder. Throw in. Throwing a cylinder, that's the start of the cylinder anyway. Okay, so we in and down, push the top in, and then come up underneath it. And as you get smaller, speed the wheel up. Because the speed here, the speed at the centre is 1 revolution, the speed here is 64 revolutions or something. It's like, so
you need to go faster.
you go faster when you're coming in. In and down, up underneath, go back to that because that's now thickened up. close off.
It's going to be a long week. Can we do this?
Well, the kids are back to school.
Yeah.
Kids go back, it might be okay.
Drop them off on Saturday.
Yeah. This is a bit of a bugger, isn't it? I mean, I don't even, well, I do have kids.
So that has got a bottom on it, or not?
Yeah, it's got a bottom.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then the cylinder. The cylinder we know about, don't we? We're all getting very good at our cylinders.